So who else can't get over The Greatest Showman? Like, when I was watching it, I wanted to be part of the movie. Every time I listen to the songs, I'm always like, yeah, come alive, oh yeah. Like, secretly, I want to be an actress. But anytime I rewatch a movie or listen to the songs or watch the videos, I'm like, I wish I was a part of this and I would do it well, because I also dance. So I just want to discuss the themes of the movie, because as much as we discuss the themes, characterization, symbolism in literature, books, okay, in literature in general, not just books, poetry, fiction, non-fiction, drama. Yeah, we can do that for movies too. So let's start. The first one is ambition and dreams. In fact, from the start, you see a little boy trying to survey his life and trying to pursue his dreams in every way possible. As a little boy, P.T. Barnum tries to get his family out of that poverty, and I know he lost his dad as a little boy. He had to, make ends meet. And then he met this little girl that he fell in love with, and he promised to take care of her because she was from a rich family. So something that he couldn't have as a child, he wanted to give that to his wife and his future children. And well, he achieved it. But when you're about to achieve something, it's not always rosy. Though it seemed so fast in the movie. It looked like, it was so easy to just decide to open a circus and, you get people attending the show or paying for it. Well, that was like in the olden days, and people were looking for ways to entertain themselves. Unlike today, when we have social media, it would have been easier back in the day, because, you can just set up something and people would want to pay for it because it's something that they've never seen before. And the, in quotes, circus freaks would be something amazing to watch. For instance, in London, we have like Piccadilly Circus and I think Leicester Square, where you have people who play the guitar or do a line dance. There's someone who does magic. I think I saw it once. Then there's another person who does stunts. So those things are so amazing. So imagine if people are actually paying for that in the square. Like, they would get a lot of money, but they just pay to just contribute to support the person. So that's what it was about. I love how his dreams turned into reality. And as much as he allowed his ambition to get into his head, which we will talk about soon, well, it was a ride. It was a whole ride. That movie was so emotional in that aspect. So the second one is identity and belonging. P.T. Barnum struggled with his identity. He came from a humble background and he wanted to be among the elite. Like I said before, it got into his head. So he wanted to belong with them. He wanted to prove to Charity's parents that, yes, I can also be rich. I can also get money, take care of your daughter, blah, blah, blah. I can also buy a house. It was a lot. And he was doing it too much. So, I mean, when you're in that position of power and you had someone who looked down on you before, you would want to say, oh, yes, I am now part of you. The, in quote again, circus freaks. I don't want to call them freaks because they were so amazing. Their dance, their singing, everything was so good. So they were also trying to belong, because when P.T. Barnum was recruiting them, they were reluctant. They said, no, everyone is going to insult us. We're not partaking in this. But they got accepted because people wanted to watch them and they could unleash their potential. They had struggles with people insulting them, threatening to kill them, and it was just so sad. But they were also struggling with their identity, how they would belong in the society. It's kind of an awareness, because there are people who have different heights, body structures, abilities, and right now they're becoming accepted in society. Next, we have love and sacrifice. So Charity sacrificed everything she had. She comes from a rich family and her father had plans for her, had plans for her future, but she decided to walk away from all that to be with P.T. Barnum because she loved him so much. And when you have a rich family and you're going into your husband's house, whatever your husband has and whatever you have, it's for your new family. P.T. Barnum was not acceptable to her father. So it was like she was telling her father, I don't need your money. I'm going to my husband. He was like, you're going to come back to this house, woman. Well, she did, but it was not actually the money thing. It was because P.T. Barnum was seen with another woman but it was a mistake. It was not like he wanted to kiss her or whatever. Next one is the price of fame. How far are you willing to go just to become famous? P.T. Barnum had to sacrifice so many things. He even went on a tour without his family with Jenny Lind. It was so annoying to me because Charity did a lot. She sacrificed everything. She left her past behind. She left her family's fortune behind just to be with him, and he was just allowing the fame get into his head. Also, he wanted to be recognized by the Queen of England. He wanted to be recognized by everyone, have new investors. It was a lot. And finally, redemption and forgiveness. Throughout the story, the characters experience moments of redemption and seek forgiveness for past mistakes. Barnum. He betrayed his family. He betrayed his performers. He sought forgiveness from them and they all forgave him. It was the sweetest thing when his performers forgave him. They came back. It was in a bar. Yeah, it was in a bar. They came back and they were like, don't beat yourself up. You make mistakes. Yeah, we all make mistakes. Get it over with. I was like, wow, this is so cool. Because it's so hard for people to forgive someone like that. If I was in that situation, personally, I don't think I would forgive him. I'm like, oh, okay, if I keep working with him, he's gonna do worse. But they all came together to forgive him. I mean, if I was with them, like in a team, I would get influenced to actually forgive him. But it's actually good. It's good to forgive people when they do bad things, especially when they're remorseful about it. That's the most important part. They have to be remorseful before you can say, oh yes, we're gonna work with him again, so that he'll know that yes, he made a mistake and he wouldn't repeat that mistake. And I love it. I love it for them because at the end of the day, everything went so well. It was so exciting. And I like the song they sang in the bar. From now on. I love that song so much. It's so cool. And you'll be coming back home. And the choreography. Sometimes I just want to dance it. Oh, I think I saw some people on TikTok dancing to it. I'm going to learn that dance and post it too. I love it so much. So that brings this video to an end, and I think I'm going to explore like characterization, symbolism, and maybe the setting too, because setting in movies is very important. It's also very important in literature because it affects like the characters' lives and the time and the place, because the time of this one was like in the past and it's based on a true story. So I'm going to explore that in my next video. Subscribe, like, comment, tell me whatever you think, and if I missed any theme at all, just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.